This is my 2021 C8 Corvette. Let's take a drive and talk about first year of ownership. So my overall outlook of ownership of the 2021 Corvette C8, this is the hardtop convertible, the HTC. It's been a pretty good experience. I haven't had any problems with the car itself. I haven't had any warranty bringbacks to the dealership. I haven't had any problems with the hardtop. I haven't had any issues with the car itself. No issues, no problems, no things that have popped up through the course of the ownership. This car has over 13,000 miles on it. I haven't had to do the brakes yet. I did buy the service package for this car, so all my maintenance and issues that I could have with the car, with the leather or paint or whatnot, would be covered on it. I'm not exactly sure that's the best thing to do. I don't think most people need it. We did, because we thought that we were going to have a lot of use in this car, so we just thought it might be worth having it. I don't know if I would recommend that to the next person. I'm not even sure if they offer it still, but at the time they offered it at our dealership at the time. For the money, I think that this car is probably best value for the money if you don't have to pay any type of over on the car. So I think in that regard, I think it's, if you're paying sticker, I really don't know what car that's going to have a V8 that's going to handle like this one does, that gets the looks that this car does, the overall good driving experience that this does with anything else. My YouTube tells me that my main demographic for my videos is anywhere from 35 to 45 years of age, and there's obviously other people that watch it, but for my demographic, guys that are my age, in that age group, my last car was a GT4, a Porsche GT4 with the bucket seats, speed manual, obviously. I wanted just something that was a little bit, just a little bit more soft, that had the convertible, and that had the get up and go if needed, but also can kind of drive like this when I want to, just kind of hanging and chilling out, but also is a good looking car. This really kind of hit all those buttons. I actually owned a Corvette back in the early 2000s, and this is nothing like that. I think I owned a 99 Targa top. I think it was a C5 or a C4, and it was a 6-speed. This is nothing like that car, and I'm saying that in a way of everything about this car is different. Not only the fact that car had a front engine and this is a mid-engine, this handles unbelievably, and with the right sticky tires on it, I'm sure could be even crazier than how I've driven this car, and it's pretty good. And but to say that, so if you're in that market and you're kind of looking for something that can be a daily driver, that you're not going to worry too much about, as maintenance isn't going to be too crazy, the C8 is probably your move. In that the car itself, the options, I didn't go crazy with options. This is the 1LT, and I said it in my first video that if I were to do it again, I would probably do this again. And if there were any type of front lip or something that I wanted to add to it, that would probably be it. I don't, all the extra little things that GM kind of throws on, for some people might be a necessary, they have to have it. I personally didn't need it for this car, and I own a few cars, so this was perfect for what it is, and it's doing exactly what I wanted it to do. Some people might want the 2LT and, you know, have the different seats and whatnot, and have, you know, mag ride or something like that. I didn't care for that. It didn't mean anything to me to spend, you know, $6,000 or $8,000 more. It just didn't. That I didn't need to, so I didn't. So everybody's different. And listen, as guys, I know our ego gets involved, and we feel we have to have, you know, let me just get every option. Let me just, you know, for resale and whatever. I don't care about resale. I didn't care about what other people had or anything like that. I just wanted what I needed, and this was good for me. You know, like I said in my other video, my decision was made a little bit for me because I did pay the over. I paid $10,000 over sticker price for this car, so that definitely did play a part a little bit, because I didn't want to spend, you know, close to $100,000 on a Corvette. I didn't want to do it, especially if it's not a ZR1 or the new Z06. Like, I just didn't want to do that. So, like I said, for me, it has everything that I need, and what I was looking to have. This car has the gray seats, which are they're almost like a whitish color. They've held up pretty good, and again, I've had people in the car, jeans, you name it. It's held up pretty well considering. And that so if you were thinking, oh, the light interior is gonna get ruined, well, I could tell you it handles pretty well for, you know, even with some use. This isn't a garage queen or anything like that, and nor was it supposed to be. You know, so if that's something you were kind of unsure of, I think you'll be fine. Especially most of you park it in the garage and never drive it. So, you know, I drive this car and I have people in it, and I treat it like a daily, even though I'm not in it every day. I drive it a few times a week. So it's definitely not a garage queen. All right, so really, I guess the best thing to do is, if you have any questions, just comment it below. You older guys don't really like to comment and say anything other than sometimes negative things. I don't care what you say, honestly, but if you have a question and I can help you make a decision, I will definitely try to help you when it comes to that. That's the reason for these videos, is to try to help a guy that's looking on Auto Trader and trying to think, you know, what the move is. A lot of times when you're getting a Porsche or you're getting a Ferrari or a Lambo, you're kind of always concerned about mileage and, you know, what, you know, the cost of ownership is going to be. Going Corvette, you don't have to really worry about that stuff, which makes it, you know, the ownership a lot easier, especially if you've never owned like a sports car before. You know, certain sports cars, it's $800 just to get the oil done, or, you know, a couple grand to get the brakes done. So, you know, Corvette's going to be cheaper because of its, you know, the American brand sports car. So you're going to get a lot better value for your money when it comes to that. Again, leave any comments below that you want to know. Again, I've owned this car for a little over a year. It has over 13,000 miles. I've had no issues, and there are really no concerns. I'm sure there are certain things that go on with the car that are just little glitches and things like that, but nothing to go on the internet and complain over. They're just things that probably happen to, you know, all cars when it comes to, you know, having a sports car, or having just a modern car with a lot of electronics in it. But anyway, so listen, leave your comments below. Any questions I will definitely try to answer and help out. And hopefully this video helped you make up your mind on which way you're going to go. All right. Thank you.